Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsy69 and welcome back to the channel. We're going to take a look at the Nightmare, the new Stug that you can get for free by doing the event. Pretty easy to get for free, if I'm honest. And I'm going to get straight to the point. The tank is absolutely shit. I hate it. I really do think the tank is really bad. Now, the armor on your hull, you've got 80mm of frontal armor and 30mm of side armor and rear armor. But when you're angled, I mean, you can get some. The bottom plate can be quite weak, but you can get some armor on your hull. Damage per minute 1480, which is okayish, not great. Reload time 11.35, and average penetration 114 on your main heat, 132 on your pramo heat, and 58 on your HE. Average damage 280 on your main, 250 on your pramo, and 410 on your HE. So it's nice if you can get that HE out, but 58 millimeters of pen on your HE, you are going to struggle. Now, aim time is poor at 4.2, and the dispersion is very poor at 0.454. It has 7 degrees of gun depression, but I'm not going to lie, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like it has 4 or 5. It really doesn't feel like 7 degrees of gun depression. Gun arc, you have 11 degrees to your left, 11 degrees to your right also, and your speed is 48 kilometers per hour. Now, I thought I was going to enjoy this tank. I thought it was going to be like a Stug with obviously a bigger gun, the old gun, and it just feels so poor. The penetration is very poor. The biggest downfall with the tank, it has heat, and HE. I mean, I think the tank will be much better if they just replace the normal heat with AP, because you get like this situation. If this Krupp was behind these barrels in front of me, you can't pen him, because you can only... You get your shell's going to be stopped by those barrels in front, and it's the same as a few other tanks like the T49, for instance. It only has heat and HE. So the penetration is really, it's poor. It really is poor, and we're going to struggle to pen even that Krupp with Pramo. And that, for me, if you come up against a tank even like a KV1 or now a T1 heavy, or even this Krupp, look at this Krupp, he has got his turret turned, so I can pen him. But if he was facing you, there's only a tiny little weak spots on him, which means you have to really aim at him, and with that big aim time and that big dispersion, you could be there a while trying to aim at the weak spots, and by then you have actually been wrecked. Now look at this bottom plate of the Nightmare. It seems grey and it bounces. And if you come up against another Nightmare, the best thing you could do is just turn. Just tilt your tank in a side scraping position, and you're going to bounce because of, just like he's doing here. Luckily, we do manage to get that bottom plate, and he does get a nasty shot into me. But you are going to see it in a wee short while, as he is now going to back up, and we are going to bounce again. 301 damage he does to me, which is just stupid. And we thought, you know what? Screw it, we're going to go and ram this guy, which we do. And look at this, I mean, 48 HE damage. I thought, you know, I might be able to kill him with HE. No, you can't. So you're going to miss, or you're going to bounce more shots than you're going to pen. Bear that in mind. Now, a lot of people will complain. A lot of people will complain that the tank is absolutely shit, and it is shit. I don't think there's going to be many people that's going to like the tank. Tier 4 there, nice bounce. And that's what I mean, you're going to bounce more shots than you're going to pen. But as I've just said, a lot of people will complain because it's not a very good tank. But I'm not going to complain. I'm just literally reviewing the tank, and I'm telling you that the tank is shit. But I'm not complaining. It's a free tank. I'll take any tank if it's free. If it's free, I will take it. It's not like I'm going to play it. I mean, I will play it to get the ace, because as you all know, I like acing my tanks. So I will play it. Another nice side bounce there into the Krupp, because we're using heat. If we had had AP on the side there, we would have gone through him no problem whatsoever. So now we're just going to go for the Lago. No, he's got no armor. He's the easy target. We're going to go for him. And of course, we only do 181 HE damage into him instead of the 400 that we can actually do. So It's a frustrating tank, very frustrating tank, and it's definitely not a tank to go seal clubbing in, because you will get absolutely wrecked. But as I've said, I'm not going to complain. It's a free tank, you know, it's absolutely free, and it's quite easy to get. Anyone can get this tank, unlike the Lycan, which I will be making a video tonight. Hopefully I'm going to get it on my press account, and I will put a video out of the Lycan tonight if I can get a chance. I mean, I do want to play the game, and I do want to play the event, but I really want to play the Lycan as well, just to see if it looks as good as it is, or if it is as good as it looks, sorry. So I will get that video out tonight. So you've been blessed with 3 videos today, lucky people. But yeah, I mean, it's not an enjoyable tank at all. It's not a tank that you can roll out, seal club, have fun, just like you can with, say, the KV-1, or even the Stug with the other gun with the really good DPM. It just feels really bad. I mean, the speed is okay, the traverse is not great, and look at this, we was nearly full health, and this is what I mean. It's got the side, we can hit either side of the gun, but with the aim time you've got, you really need to focus in, and by that time I got absolutely wrecked. Now, this one on Copperfield was one of my first games, so I'm actually running the rammer, so it gives me a little bit quicker reload. It was after this game I think, you know what, you can't run the rammer. You have heat, and you have HE. You have to run calibrated shells. It gives it just less than a second extra reload. I think it's around 11.3 with calibrated shells. I could be wrong. It's around that. And of course, with the rammer, you've got a 10.6 seconds. So this battle, I was running with the rammer, and it was pretty much after this battle, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm not going to run the rammer. I'm going to run the calibrated shells. And you can see the Nightmare on the enemy team there. When he's hold down, I really cannot pen him, and it really reminds me of, I had a battle not so long ago in this tank on Dead Rail. I got absolutely wrecked, and there was a Nightmare on the enemy team, and he was up the middle of the hill, and he was pretty much just poking the ridge, and it really reminded me of a Badger, because the Badger, when you are hold down, is absolutely insane, and this kind of reminds me of that. But you do, I mean, you can shoot, I might be playing it wrong, I don't know, because it seems to be that I'm freaking bouncing. I mean, look at that bottom plate when you angle, and you can't shoot the side skirts because the auto bounce, not the auto bounce, the spaced armor, sorry, I've got it out eventually. So if you do come up against one of these, just angle your tank, and it's going to really struggle penning you. Here, 16 HP, no problem, switch to HE. Of course, we shoot where it's yellow, and it just does 0 damage. So this is what I mean about a frustrating tank. It really is a frustrating tank to play, and I can tell you now, when I ace this tank, if I ever ace this tank, I will never play this tank again, because it just is not fun. Now, I'm not going to start blaming Wargaming, oh, it's a shit tank, blah blah, it's not worth it. It's a free tank, guys. It's a free tank, just like they give that, like the T7 car. They are all shit tanks, but they're free. Take them while they're free. Why not? It's a tank in your garage. It's going to be staying in your garage. It's quite unique, I suppose. It's like an old Stug in a way with the gun. And if you play it right, I mean, if you do play it right and you're not so aggressive like me, you could probably do some damage. But it definitely is a tank that most people will get, and I'm sure in a couple of days there is going to be a lot of these tanks on the battlefield. I'm already seeing 1 or 2 every battle, and this was 10 minutes after the tank was the event started. So it does make some nice credits. I mean, 40,000 there. You do remember, you do have to shoot a lot of the premium heat, so you are wasting credits, but it still is quite a nice credit earner. And I mean, this was just my best battle that I did, so I do apologize that I'm not able to bring you any more decent battles. So there's no point selling it. If you want to sell it, you're only going to get 250 gold, so you might as well keep it. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Come back later for the Lycan video and the review. I'm Meadsy69, and I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.